There we go. So Habbe stream is slightly ahead.
Yeah.
So they're gonna.
The restreamer is gonna fix that.
Yeah.
Soon. You can always trust the Speed Gaming mods to fix that.
Yeah. And there you go. And one thing you notice really early is that we don't have any music on. It's because like the game music actually lags the game, so we turn it off to reduce lag. And it's hard to tell exactly how much time it saves in the category, but it's like around 10 to 15 seconds. I would probably say around 15 over the course of the run. Both of them having some rough time in Ancient Lake, which is the nerves speaking right there. So great that they started with Ancient Lake, because if they start with Swiss Dust Alley, which is one of the most difficult tracks in the game, yeah.
Better to get the nerves out in the easy levels.
Yeah, and lose a lot of time.
Far more forgiving than doing mistakes in the later levels.
Exactly. So you see them do a trick here that we call Canulus, a wordplay of the Canulus from SM64. It's when you chain boosts in this tunnel. Like right here, you will see Habbe. He'd go for the balloon and then for the okay, miss. But you see tridenttail. He goes for both the zipper and the balloon, and you just boost yourself out in the canyon. Yeah, this is really close so far. Okay, great jump from Habbe. Picking them really even.
Pretty much taken.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got the sync at the moment.
Yeah, and Habbe has a greater ending. Okay. This is really close. This is what we want. Yeah, this is what we wanted from the race. It's a 1 second difference after 2 tracks. It's great. And one thing you can actually see that differs the 2 screens. It's actually not the stream that's different. It's the the camera. So Habbe is one of the few players who play with the zoomed out camera, the most zoomed out camera, while tridenttail is playing with the default camera. It doesn't really matter which camera you use. It's just preference. Okay, so that's a thing. That's a thing that can happen quite easily in that level. Like if you try to hit the edge of the pond there, so you get a bounce and fly. Because while you're in the air, you don't lose speed in car, at least not that quickly. So you want to gain air, but sometimes you can clip a little bit into the ground and you fly into the wall.
And so that mistake made tridenttail pass Habbe and it's now with his own 1 second lead. So still really close race.
Super close.
Between the leader. And also, honestly, I didn't expect anything less than this, since both runners are so even and close in their skills.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. As you can see, this is really close. And Trident gets a 49, and Habbe 50. This is solid. This is a good dyno time. And they're around 350. 350 is it's solid. No, they actually
done with the first trophy.
Yeah, they didn't start behind. It's just they were different to stream delays, so it's actually even now. They paused Habbe stream for a second in the beginning because it was 1 second early, so they're exactly evened up. Sound is disabled because of lag reduction.
Since it's not really clear why they are going back and forwards.
Oh, okay. So you see that in hovercrafts they're wiggling back and forth, and it's a game mechanic we call snaking. It's because when you hold the R button, you do turns to the side. The game, for some reason, probably to make the vehicle more smooth or smoother, it actually increases your speed when you do the turn. So by wiggling back and forth, you can actually exploit the speed increase you get from the turn, and you still go in a straight line. So you basically, you know, go faster while going straight forward. But yeah, this is.
Yeah. Like for a second there, Habbe gained the lead again, but then missed the balloon, and now Trident is in the lead. That is how close this race is at the moment.
Yeah, super close. It's only like a second or two apart.
Pretty much one missed boost.
Yeah. Habbe missed the boost there again, but he's still keeping up. Hopefully he gets the balloon in this right here. There you go. Because you can back it up. Like if you miss that balloon right before that zipper, you can actually gain another one. It's like pretty hard to get it, so it was really well done of him to get it. But if you get it, it's really no difference from having the balloon from earlier.
So this is the first time that one of the players have a lead with more than just 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah,
had a
real harsh ending for Habbe there, because he, like, the thing with these zippers in plane and in hover, you know, those big ones you drive through, is that when you don't get into them perpendicularly, you actually, like, they actually, you know, catch you and redirect you. So, and some of them, like the one at the end of Pirate Lagoon, is actually pretty difficult to hit at an angle where it's really beneficial for you, because it's angled a little weirdly. When you try to cut the corner a lot, so yeah. And tridenttail on the last lap, he missed that zipper he just got there. And it's pretty important because, as you see, like when they hit that zipper, they can leave the ground while going down for the ship. And the reason they can do that is because when they have like high velocity, and they, like, as soon as they leave this, like leave for the slope, you hold it down, because then you will lean the car backwards, and what does that, like that, yeah, and what that does is you're gonna, you know, gain height. And as I said earlier in Jungle Falls, if you have height and you fly in the car, you're not gonna lose speed in the same manner. So you can gain a lot of speed there, and that's actually one of the bigger differences between the category, you know, between playing with music and not with music, because that zipper is generally really laggy with music, but without music, it's generally there's generally no lag there on lap 1 or 2 at least.
Habbe had a really tough start here at Treasure Caves.
Yeah, but I don't think Trident had like, he had some trouble there as well.
Yeah,
this level is really hard.
Habbe got caught both in the wall, and then the CPUs just blocked him.
Yeah, for sure. This is a real tricky level because it's very short and fast, and there's not really any consistent way of using the balloons so they benefit you. So yeah, it's one of my least favorite levels, if not my least favorite level in this category, just because it's really short, but you often lose a lot of time because it's really hard to be consistent. And for those who have watched a lot of speedrunning, you know that consistency is really important for getting good times in speedrunning.
So Trident has a 3-second lead at the moment, so still really close.
Yeah. Like, they are 9 minutes in the first 3 seconds. Now, this is a track that Habbe has a great time in, so we'll see if he can catch up. And I think he has already, like, look at this pace right here. Missed the zipper there, but still great first lap. And oh no, okay, Trident did. Now actually Trident is behind because he tried to hit the zipper on the ground, but he missed it. And the thing with plane is that you try to always be in a boost. You know, see, like the barrel rolls work as small boosts as well. So you kind of, you know, create your own boosts. Oh no, Trident missed it again.
You can see how much time it loses to miss some of the zippers.
Yeah.
Some of the more important ones.
Absolutely. So, like, So you try to avoid using the accelerator because you want to be in a boost all the time. And you know when you miss a zipper and when that happens, you know you don't have any speed to rely on, so you just have to hold A and basically start from 0. So that's really annoying. But yeah, now Habbe is in the lead by about 4 seconds. Okay, Habbe doesn't go for the bananas there. They generally go for bananas, like trident there. He only got 1 though. Oh, nice. Habbe went for the YOLO jump.
It's not easy to pull off in that way.
No, it's actually extremely hard.
I'm really surprised that he got for it in a tournament race.
Yeah, that's funny. That's so hard to do. Oh yeah, okay.
I'm surprised if it goes for it in these coming laps though. Just getting it once is good, but I wouldn't risk it go for it more times.
I don't think he's gonna go for it here. No, but that's probably good. But Habbe actually sacrificed some bananas, so he's going a little slower. Okay, Trident.
You can see that Trident attempted to go for a faster jump this lap, but instead got stuck and lost a lot of time.
Yeah, like that's what that turn is really hard. It's a lot harder than it looks. The turn that Habbe is going into right now, because you need to actually okay, now Bumper took his balloon as well, but you actually need to slow down because the speed you get from the zipper there is too fast. So you need to cut the boost short. Yeah. So oops. Okay. That could easily happen. But that was a harsh Waters Cove for Trident.
Yeah, I think Habbe gained about 3 seconds. That level alone.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pretty much doubled his lead.
Yeah, and Habbe was a little bit unlucky, going straight under the snowball. And Trident should be able to catch up a little bit here. Yeah, 3 seconds faster first lap. See how about this lap? Whoa, okay, that went well. But Trident missed the balloon in the cave, but that's not too bad. He avoided the snowballs.
If you have followed this tournament, you have seen a lot of people miss the balloon in the cave in Snowball Valley.
Yeah, it's harder to grab than it looks. Alright, Habbe finishes. Oh, Trident. Okay, then that sucks, because that was really nice, flying over the snowball. It's actually, like, you can actually land on top of it sometimes, and you lose all your speed, and you will get squished, and, you know, like, you will be turned, you know, yeah, everything will be terrible, so I'm glad he didn't hit that. So you can see Tridenttail, when he's going for that big jump in the big slope, he's using the same technique as I was talking about in Crescent Island, where he like pushes backwards a little bit to be more in the air. But Habbe does another strat that's actually slightly faster, but a little less consistent. That he pulls him, like, he actually holds up instead.
Oh, spinning out there, missing the boost.
Spinning out, yeah. But like he's holding up, so he can push his vehicle down, and he bounces on the middle section, and gains speed for a longer period of time down the hill. That's a little more difficult and more risky to do. Okay.
So Trident actually gained 4 seconds in that second lap alone.
Yeah.
Compared to Habbe.
So you can see Trident is actually catching up really well here in Frost Village. This is really... Yeah, you see he's gained 6 seconds. And you can see that the difference is extremely small. What's up to Norwegian? How are you doing, my man?
It's just the closest race we've had so far in this tournament.
Alright, so you can see this is super close. This is exactly what we wanted from this race. It's only 2 seconds difference.
If you just joined us, these guys have PBs that are 18 seconds apart. So
yeah.
They're like neck and neck on the leaderboards.
Alright, so he's missing some bananas here, but he should be fine. Trident getting all 10. So you should go a little faster through this. Like, okay, nice. Ooh, that jump is so good. So like, what you want to do? Yeah, well, what you want to do like with that jump? Okay, these are also good jumps. But what you want to do with that jump is exactly what Habbe did. You want to do like a double. Like, there's one of the few places where we actually use a double, by the way. But use a double boost, and you kind of want to hit the wall a little bit, but not too much. And then you use like a single boost, like that. You see that? Yeah, that's not as good as the last one, but still good. And you can actually like gain keep a lot of momentum, so you can even fly over almost the entire bridge. Super difficult to do, but saves a lot of time.
Trident actually gained time on that second lap though, even with that great jump from Habbe. So
yeah,
he did the rest of the track. Oh, well, yeah, the rest of the track better.
Yeah, so there's so Greenwood Village, very it's a technical level, but I feel like at top level, this is one of the easier levels you can do in the run, because it doesn't really have too many places where you can lose a lot of time. It's like a lot of minor time losses, and you can see how it grabs the shield there, because in this tunnel right here, you see oil stick, 2 oil sticks and a spike ball. Yeah, so you really want to use the shield there, because basically on every single time you get there on the second lap, there's going to be some crap in there. So they're just being safe. He's probably going to grab the shield here as well to be safe for the tunnel again. But generally on the third lap, if there's something, it's more likely to be right there, like right there, or in this forest section. All right. So now they're done with this. So now the huge trick, the most difficult trick in the entire. Both of them getting 1/10 is cool. And as you can see here, this level has an out of bounds, the most difficult one in the entire run.
So what they're going to try and do is to get over a wall and get out of bounds.
Yeah, grabbing as many bananas as they can so they can barrel faster. But yeah, this is the clip. Habbe gets it. And Trident gets it too. Okay, nice. Nice. But this is a really, it's not only the hardest clip to do, it's the hardest one to navigate out of bounds. You can see on both screens that the map is deloading over and over. So you really need to know where you are.
And if they would have missed this trick, or if they go back in bounds now, that is a huge time loss.
Yeah, like getting back in bounds here is a killer, for sure. And Habbe's being a little safe, which is a good choice. And I feel like, yeah, Trident is being a little safe as well. But I mean, it's a race, a really close race. Definitely good. But still, this is a 104? Yeah, that's good. Great time from Habbe. And Trident's getting 106, a little safer, but still solid for a race, for sure. So we're keeping this close race.
Going safe in a tournament race is recommended.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to lose the entire race. And
all right. So this level is also
life by doing something just minorly faster.
Yeah, exactly. But also, this level is a level I think people talk about too little when it comes to difficulty, because, oops, Habbe's getting stuck for real. Wow. And now Trident is actually almost tied.
I think it's less than a second between them right now.
Yeah, so this track is actually very difficult. This jump that Habbe just did and Trident is really hard to do. And this section at the end is also difficult. But yeah, tridenttail has a good one. 47. As you can see, this is extremely close.
Going into the last trophy, and it's like a second. That is the difference between the strongest.
So
coming up is probably the most difficult level.
Yeah. Yeah, this is most likely the most difficult level in the entire game. Space Dust Alley. Very unforgiving, very fast level. So yeah, I'm just gonna wish them luck here, because I can't really do anything else. great starts from both.
Yeah. And I feel like Habbe usually does this level quite well.
Yeah, he's good.
As knowledgeable about tridents.
What was the difference between their first laps? Okay, Habbe actually missed both of those balloons. So he's going to lose a bit of time there, but he's taking it solid. Not going to risk anything by, you know, barrel rolling into the ship or something like that. A-meshing works in both. Yeah, they work in all vehicles. Yeah, but it's different between, like, all vehicles work differently. Oh god.
That bonk costs Habbe a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, but it's like maybe 2 or 3 seconds maybe. Okay, that one was a shame as well, because now he missed the balloon. Now Trident is in a decent lead. 117, that's really good for a race. This is a shame. That was really good until the last lap for Habbe.
So he gained 10 seconds of Habbe because of the mistakes. And Trident did it very well.
Yeah, so 7 seconds apart now. Yeah, I think... Yeah, this is going to be a little rough for Habbe, because you don't generally lose that amount of time in these 2 levels coming up, but I mean, you can, of course. Okay, Trident is getting stuck, just like commentator's curse. He gets a 35. He should get a 35 first lap here, yeah. And Habbe's getting a 33. So, yeah, 33. Yeah. So he gained 2 seconds.
There's actually a out of bounds that you can do in this level, but I did not expect any of the runners to go for it.
Yeah, actually a trick that I found on accident while doing runs a couple years ago.
It doesn't, like, it saves too little compared to the risk.
Yeah, only saves like a second or a second and a half. And yeah, you lose like a second if you try it. And you get it like 1 out of 10 times, so it's not really worth it. Unless you're behind in a PB attempts or something. Trident has had a little bit of problems here in
Yeah, but Trident's second lap was quicker than Habbe's second lap, so...
Yeah. Habbe is bonking. Let's see, 139. Habbe should get like a 140. Let's see, 141-ish. Yeah, it should be a 141.
I feel like the only hope that Habbe has to win this at the moment is if Trident misses out the bounds in the next level.
Star City.
Yeah, this is like there are only 2 levels left. So yeah, it's a 9-second difference. It's gonna be hard for Habbe to catch up, but I mean. Yeah, there are still some things, like some places where you can lose a lot of time. The last level has an out-of-bounds glitch, and missing that is like a 30-second time loss. So, not really. Okay, 20. Probably 20.
And also lose a lot of time by falling off this bridge that Trident is on right now. But I do not expect any of the runners to do it.
No, it's really uncommon for top runners to fall off this bridge. Yeah, this is looking solid.
Yeah, no real mistake from Trident. So, I don't think that Habbe is gaining any time here.
119 compared to... We're saving a little bit of time. 116? Yep. Yeah, 3 seconds. But yeah, the last track, and it's like a 6-second difference. The PBs. Habbe has a 25-10 and Tridenttail has a 24-52.
Now the other bounce is coming up. He's gonna grab the shield and then a boost and try and set up.
Yeah. So he's gonna fly over this and clip out, and he got the out of bounds. Alright. And this out of bounds is actually pretty easy to navigate through, so it would surprise me if he doesn't Oh god, Habbe missed.
Habbe missed it.
Alright. Yeah, I think we can say that's it for race 1.
Did you see what happened to Habbe? Because it felt like his setup was decent.
No, he was aiming too much to the right.
Ah, okay.
He was going too far to the right, so he got pushed out. And tridenttail is finishing with a 25-27.
So congrats Trident for the first win.
He missed.
But this is the best of 3, so still more races for me.
Dang. But yeah, I think Habbe already knew that he lost, so. He's doing a nice loop. Might actually forfeit. Yeah, it's probably forfeiting.
Yeah, it's not forfeited in the race room yet, but stopping like this, I expected it will.
Yeah. No, it's the easiest out of bounds to navigate while out of bounds. It's not the easiest clip to do. It's the easiest, like while out of bounds, it's the easiest to navigate.
Did Trident do something with this timer? Because wasn't it a 25 something?
Yeah, 25-37. Never finished. He never stopped his timer.
Oh.
25-27. The character they play is very important. This clock, called TT, he's the best character to play. That's just like, yeah. I'm not sure what Habbe's doing right now. But now he needs to remember to get the first place.
Yeah, so now we'll just wait for them to set up for the next race in this match. And if it is as close as this one was until the last levels, then this can really go either way.
No, TT has the highest top speed in the game and the best acceleration, and but he has mid-tier handling, but mid-tier handling is actually really good in this game.
Both of our runners are joining the race room again.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell Habbe, like, he's in 8th place right now. So I'm trying to tell him to get in 1st place so he can, because like, otherwise he will start at a disadvantage in the race.
I told him in the race room, let's see if he managed to read it before. Yeah, I think he will fix it now.
Okay, good.
So yeah, the place where you finish the last race is where you're gonna start the next race.
TT has high top speed, but Drumstick has the fastest barrel rolls. Yeah, that last race was crazy until Future Funland. Though, like, it was like a second or two apart going into Future Funland. It was crazy. I really hope.
Actually, my stream froze for a second, so.
Oh no, they're good.
I hope that I'm back, but only wait until the race starts and then I will refresh and see.
Yeah, it's it has not started yet for me. They're just standing in the menu.
Yeah, the race room is counting down, but when I see the stream start, I will just refresh.
Yeah. Yeah, that race was really, really good. It was Future Foundland was rough. Okay, now they're starting.
Can you tell me what your timer is so I know if I'm at the correct place?
10 seconds. 13, 14.
Then I'm back.
There you go. Now they're super even here. Habbe is a slightly faster first lap. Both of them were shaky in the Asian Lake last time, but yeah.
They should be into it now. They have done a full run, so
Yeah.
Nurse should be a bit better.
You could say that this is pretty close.
We pretty much have a sync.
Habbe slightly ahead now. Nice. So hopefully we'll get that super close race again.
You can see that for the first lap, they're choosing to pick the bananas instead of jumping over the water. Just because the bananas actually save you time in the long run.
Wow, Habbe got screwed right there. He clipped into the ground with one of his wheels, and he basically lost like 3 seconds.
And there's nothing you can do against that, right?
No, not really. Like, you just generally want to avoid like the left. Oh my god! You generally want to avoid the left edge. Like, if you are too close to the like down path, you have a bigger chance of getting stuck in the ground. So you want to be further out. Like, you see Trident there? He's further out. Wow, sub 1 Falls Canyon. Are you serious?
Yeah, he's gaining a lot of time here. Habbe is having a rough time.
Yeah, Habbe's having a rough time. I feel like it's maybe a little frustrated about what was happening there. That was an amazing Falls Canyon by Trident. Hopefully Habbe can have a sick... that jump was sick, to be honest. But yeah, that's a lap difference. So hopefully Habbe can get some great races in and catch up. But yeah, sub 1 from Trident there, that's super good. It's like the goal time for that level.
Oh, Bumper really giving Habbe a rough time.
Habbe's not moving.
Yeah. Seems like Habbe has given up on this.
Yeah.
My guess is that he got really tilted by back-to-back levels where he just got destroyed.
Yeah. Okay, this is not looking good.
Yeah, Habbe has forfeiting. So the race is actually over. Trident have won it.
Okay, that's not a fun way to end end the quarterfinals. But
after how the first match went, I really thought this would be a close one.
Yeah.
And actually, in my opinion, when it's a tournament race, you should finish it pretty much in that one.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm not sure what's happening. Trident is actually on a really good run. It was like a 3:45 or so, which is a great time for Dino. Yeah, Habbe has forfeited officially.
Yeah. So that means that Habbe is out of this tournament.
Yep.
While tridenttail will go on to the semifinals.
Yeah.
Where he will face either Dog or Hello.
Yeah, and it's very interesting how the so what we did with the draw for the bracket is that we we had all the group winners and all the group second places in random pots, and we just drew randomly, and the draw was terrible for top players because all the top 4 players are on the same side of the bracket. So
so yeah, one of those quarterfinals we have coming up tomorrow, right? Your match against TOEFL.
Yeah, I'm gonna race TOEFL tomorrow.
And if you like this race, then TOEFL and GIS is 2 of the best Diddy Kong racing runners ever.
The most exciting part for me is that it's gonna be a rematch from when we raced each other at AGDQ 2016. Yeah, bad RNG in the bracket.
Didn't you do the draw, I guess? So
yeah, bad
everyone
RNG.
had to blame you for it.
It's at 11.
So yeah, the race tomorrow is going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
And 11 p.m. our time.
Yeah, 11 in here. Norwegian is from Norway, if you can tell. So.
Trident's still on a good run, right?
Feels this is good. I think he got a 58 part lagoon there, which is a little rough for him. He usually tries to go for 55, 56, but yeah. Yeah, I mean you could see it that way, but yeah, would have been too easy. Because the fun thing now with what happened with the bracket is that we're gonna have quarterfinals that are super even. Because you saw this race, even though it was a forfeit now, you saw the first race they were only 1 second apart after 4 races, and if we would have seeded by PB, we would have most likely had destruction in some of the quarterfinals as well. So now all the matches on the right side of the bracket or whatever is going to be between top players.
Yeah, there are benefits and drawbacks with both ways, both seeding and just doing it randomly. So this is just what we chose for this tournament.
Treasure case.
But I think is it true that Trident has the best PB of those that are left in his brackets?
Yes. So Trident, he has a 24.52 PB, which is the best on his side of the bracket. And Habbe had the second best time on that side of the bracket. And you will see another match between Sweener and this Treasure Caves. Oh my god, I think that's a personal best for him. I don't think he's ever done a 37 before. Yeah. That's so good. 37 is extremely good in a run. Just saying.
Trophy race. Everfrost Peak.
This is just a little bit anticlimactic after the close race that we had in the first one.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm hoping, Trident, even though he bonked there, which is really unfortunate, hope he's gonna have a great time here in this one. Yeah, I know how it works, Goldsnake. I've seen the seeds before. But we did that exact thing with the 100% tournament we did, and that was you know, it didn't really work out that well. So we wanted to do something different this time, because basically it was like, you know, the people with the best times, you know, destroyed the people up against like until like semifinals for like 15 minutes. So we wanted to have like more close matches in general, instead of just, you know, having top players destroying the competition all the way through. So that's why we made that decision. But yeah, there's a rough Everfrost peak from that was a rough Everfrost peak from Trident. After that, extremely good treasure caves.
Yeah, like, I would like to compare this to his PB, but since his PB does the, well, plays in the opposite order, starts with Future Funland and ends with Dino. It's really difficult to compare.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is like after when he starts a new trophy, you can check like what time he had after finishing the 2 last trophies. But that's like what you can do. Who of these? Tridenttail has the best PB. Tridenttail has a 24.52, Habbe 25.10.
And as we said before, Habbe has forfeited this race.
Yeah, you can see like his screen is frozen. So Trident won the first, like there was extremely close, like super close race, but Habbe did a mistake on the last out of bounds trick, and he obviously got really frustrated, and when he started to do mistakes on the when he started to do mistakes in the Fossil Canyon, and they like, you know, he did like maybe 3 or 4 mistakes there, and he was a little bit unlucky clipping into the ground. Yeah, they clipped into the ground, and then like he got hit by a shield in Jungle Falls that made him fully fly out in the water. Losing him like 5 or 6 seconds or so, and yeah, he just couldn't take it anymore, so he just stopped basically. Probably, like maybe Matruma, but it's hard. Like, if you try like let's see, you know, Tridenttail has a 24.52 PB, and you saw him getting a mid to 25, and he has gotten a 25.01 in this tournament. In the last race he did versus Kiwi Killer, and my PB is 23.48. So it's like only well, it's I wouldn't say only, but it's like a minute difference between my time and Tridenttail's, and there are times in between. So yeah. I think because like the thing is here, on the right side of the bracket, every single player has sub 24.30 PBs. So all of those matches are going to be really close.
The gameplay from Trident have been a bit worse now in the last few levels than it was in the start.
Yeah, I think he like that Everfrost peak took away some motivation, and I think he's just trying to finish the run, you know, just to get a time.
He probably was on PB pace up until that point, but now he's probably a bit behind, so
yeah,
doesn't really feel the same need to actually play well since Habbe has forfeited.
Yeah, Habbe is sad, he says in chat. No, Trident is sad in chat. Yeah, kind of rough.
Which is understandable. Like, it's more fun to play when there is close as well.
Yeah.
You have more nerves. It gets more meaning.
I think the only match that will be quote unquote bad will be the final. If that's like, you know. But yeah. I mean, like, tridenttail has the chance of beating all of them top 4 if they do mistakes. You know, if top player misses when playing out of bounds, which is pretty likely, he has a chance of winning. So I would still say it's pretty good. Let's see. So are they doing start to finish?
And the way trophy races work in this game is that, well, the game is divided in 5 different areas, and each of the area has 4 tracks. And in the main game, or when you play the adventure, each of these areas have a trophy race, which means that you will go through all of the 4 races in a row, and if you win, you get a trophy.
Yeah, basically like Mario Kart. Yeah.
Yeah. So this run is going through all of those 5 trophy races in a row.
Yeah, so basically just doing all the main levels once in a row. That's it. So it's pretty close to, you know, all the cups in Mario Kart 64. That's like a similar thing. Habbe lost his first race in a pretty rough manner, and it kind of carried over to his second race, and yeah, he just didn't want to continue, so he forfeit from the race.
And it's just too bad because the first race was really, really close up until the last levels. They're pretty much in sync during these levels that Trident are doing at the moment.
Yeah. Lap 2.
They are speaking about Norwegians in chat. Do we have a good Norwegian Diddy Kong racing driver or runner?
We actually don't really have a Norwegian. There are no Norwegian DKR runners, actually. So we would need some. But we have some Norwegian DKR supporters, especially a guy called, like, his name is Norwegian. He supports the DKR community a bunch. I mean, both Blue Saint and I are from Sweden, so, you know, Norwegians are our bros, you know.
Is Sweden in the lead in time trials world records at the moment, or is it Canada?
Huh?
Which country has the most world records in time trial at the moment? Is it Sweden or is it Canada?
Sweden. We'll try and get out of bounds. Nice. Two races in a row. It's awesome. You get a Diddy. Yeah, you should show it. Just get a capture card, get started. That's all you gotta do, Cold Snake. All you gotta do.
And if you do it, you're gonna get stuck and just wanting to do more and more runs.
Yeah, for sure. So, oh god.
Going back in bounds.
Back in bounds. So that's what I mean. Like, it's pretty difficult to stay out of bounds there. It's very difficult. Like, the map is deloading and stuff. But yeah.
So it's not only the most difficult out of bounds to get, but also the most difficult to actually stay out of bounds.
I like that he's showing off by clipping back in bounds on the third lap as well. It's slightly faster, but generally you just, you know, finish the race normally at that point. But Trident, you know, he just want to show the skills off.
It's really nice to get the out of bounds 3 times in a row.
Yeah. It's a difficult trick. Frieseman, yeah, wasn't he the guy who was really, really good at Super Mario Bros. 3? Sweden has a lot of, they have a lot of good speedrunners. So let's see. Trident had a 4700 wins in his last round. I think this is going to be a little rougher than that. But I think at this point, as I said, like in Frost Village as well, like Trident is basically just playing through, you know, finishing the race. So he, you know, yeah.
Yeah, he has no
so
chance
he just
of
like
getting
he'll just get the win and he'll get it to the semifinals. And the semifinals is going to be really interesting. Because he's going to face either Halul or Spinner. And those are also good players.
Space into the last world for this race.
Yeah.
For this match.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not sure, I haven't seen, I mean, I think Sweener was in chat, but I'm not sure if they have scheduled a race for that quarterfinal yet.
It's not on the schedule at least, so I'm not sure.
Exactly, Steam. That's what we do.
The only race that is on the schedule is yours versus Tofu tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm racing Tofu tomorrow. So if you want to see some DKR stuff then too, then you should check it out, 5 PM EDT. Alright, Spinner, that's nice. Rip me? Dude, I'm gonna beat Tofu, I'll tell you. I did it last time, so.
If you guys haven't seen it, Tofu and Giz raced in a... Was it AGDQ or SGDQ?
Yeah, AGDQ 16.
Yeah. And it was a any percent race.
Yeah. No, Ultra
so if you want to watch that, just search for it on YouTube.
Ultra races.
You will see how close this race can be tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun. Tofu is great. But I'm gonna make sure to win. Alright, so Darkmoon Caverns. Wait, where's the... Wait, did they take away the Trident's audio as well? I just noticed. There's no audio whatsoever from the stream right now. Not even the sound effects from Trident.
Well, we could also talk about the last quarterfinal that we haven't mentioned yet, which is the closest one in PB wise.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, that one. That's like, yeah, I can't believe we hadn't talked about that one before. Like the last quarterfinals.
Nordic against Bando.
Yeah,
and
Nordic
it's 6 seconds difference between their PBs.
Yep, 6 seconds. And Nordic Boa from Germany, he's the time trial champion in this game, the best time trialer. And he's like, you know, super fast player, maybe the fastest player this game has, but he lacks consistency because, you know, he's always going, you know, for super YOLO stuff. Bandao is also a really fast player, also tries to go, you know, really risky gameplay. Also lacks a bit of consistency, but maybe a little better consistency than Nordic. But it's that race is going to be crazy because, you know, both of those players, you know, super fast players, and yeah.
You saw how close the first race in this match was, and then just imagine yourself that both Bandao and Nordic is better players and are even closer in the PB.
Yeah, so that's going to be very crazy. The most unfortunate thing about that match is that Nordic doesn't really have, he can't really play too much at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. So Bandao will probably be in better form, but you know, you can't count the time trial champion out from a race. That's impossible to do.
By the way, I guess I don't know if you saw it, but the restream actually have audio. I'm trying to say it's audio.
Alright, that's cool. It's probably me doing something stupid with my computer.
No, like our stream doesn't, but
okay.
Stream has.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun, and the winner between me and Tofu is gonna race the winner between Bandao and Nordic, so it's gonna be crazy. but it's pretty fun. Like pretty diverse bunch we have left in this tournament. Like Trident from Canada. Then tomorrow we're gonna have Sweener versus Halul, both from the United States. Then me versus Tofu, and Habbe, yeah, he's from Sweden. But me versus Tofu, that's USA versus Sweden, and Bando versus Nordic, which is United Kingdom versus Germany. So a lot of yeah, it's gonna be cool.
And it's impressive by Canada to have a player in the semifinals, even though their best player isn't in this tournament.
Yeah. So the second placed player in this category, Obayo from Quebec, he decided not to join the tournament because he was taking a break from speedrunning when it started. So yeah, but he's a super good player. But yeah, tridenttail, he's 9th place in this category, so he's obviously really good too.
And we're on the last lap.
Yeah, last lap of this race, and then tridenttail is in the. Let's see, this has 25:32, so that's only 5 seconds slower than the last race.
Yeah.
And he was, he clipped back in bounds in Windmill Plains. He lost like 15, 20 seconds almost.
And that was
eight. Tied for 8th with another Canadian free runner guys, the old
Trident
legend.
actually did like this well, even though it was well, he said in his chat before that he was feeling a bit out of it because it was quite early for him. So
yeah.
Well, really well done by Trident.
Yeah, 25 was solid, and especially since Trident kind of, took it a little easier after some mishaps in Snowflake. So yeah.
So I think Trident has the audio on from the stream. So do you want to come in from the interview?
Maybe you want to. So you can hear that beautiful Canadian accent.
And hear the champagne bottle being opened.
Exactly. He's in the semifinals.
Not getting an answer yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Yo, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Congrats, Trident.
Thank you.
Semifinals.
Yeah,
Are
it's
excited?
kind of exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so were you updated on how the race was going during the race?
Yeah. So I think it was like during Hot Tub Volcano. Someone in chat was like forfeit question. It might have been Fiesel actually. Then I was like, okay. So then I flipped to the race channel and I didn't see forfeit. And I was like, okay. And then after Whale Bay, I think I saw the forfeit. So then I was like, well, I don't know what to do. Do I like stop or do I keep going or? So then I was just like, well, let's just go, because like this was, aside from like the Hot Top Volcano, like it was a really good start. Like 36 Ancient Lake, 59 Fossil Canyon, and 38 Jungle Falls. So I was like, okay, well, like this is like a good start.
344 or 345.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just go, and then so I tried to concentrate a little bit, and then I had like a decent sherbet after that, but then
super good treasure caves. Do you have to?
Yeah, that was a PB, and I've been Treasure Caves is like one of those tracks. Like I was practicing Treasure Caves a lot, like the last couple days, trying to get another recorded 38 because my video for my 38 like disappeared somehow. So I was trying to record another 38, and I just could not get it. So it's really funny that I got a 37 in a race.
Yeah, 37.97, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was it was so good. Like
But
37. Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
But what happened was, I don't know, the nerves in the first race really messed me up, and you could definitely tell, because I got off to like a really rough start. And
same with both, actually. We saw it, like, you got like a 40 in Shit Lake and you got like a 39. Both of you missed balloons and, like, you know, drove out in the sand, and, you know, like, it was really showing.
Like, I was actually shaking just because, like, I don't know what to expect from Habbe, right?
Do you know right now how that race went? Like,
yeah, I know how it went, because I was there was actually I was listening to the stream, but but the stream was actually making it worse. So I actually muted the stream, and then I kind of started to focus a little bit, and I started to pick up the pace, and then I would just kind of like glance over to just like see where he's at. And then so I noticed that I was still like keeping pace with him pretty well, and I luckily got like a really good space dust alley, which I think gave me the lead.
That was his decider. He was like 1 second ahead before.
Yeah, and then
like,
and then of course
a few seconds in between before Space Dust Alley, and after that you had 7-8 seconds.
Yeah, and then of course after that I saw the Spaceport Alpha, and I was super bummed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So basically how that relates to the second race is, like, once I got to like snow, I was kind of like done. I didn't really feel like concentrating anymore. This isn't really like the optimal time for me to play. I find like I play my best like late at night.
Evening. Yeah,
in the evening. So yeah, this is definitely not a good time for me to play.
Yeah, but that's also good.
The next match is gonna be against a US runner, so hopefully you can get a better time then.
Yeah, and he usually streams late at night too. So
Wait. Are you assuming things?
Well, they're Sweener and Halul are both male.
Yeah, but I mean, he usually streams late, he said. Okay.
Oh, right. Well, Halul, I don't know, he's
you can't defend yourself, whatever. Yeah, no. It's fun.
Sorry, Halul.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that race is. Sweener said that race is gonna be on Sunday or Monday.
Halul versus Sweener.
Yeah, Sunday or Monday.
Be a good race.
Yeah, for sure. They are only like 17 seconds apart or so.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also really close. Gonna be crazy. But yeah, but it was really, like, the first race was just so good. Like, it was going back and forth, and you were fighting for like those, you know, three. You were like going between like +5 and -5, basically the entire race.
I think that
until
before Space Dust, I don't think that any runner had a lead that was bigger than 4 seconds.
No, there was like somewhere around there. It was so crazy.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, because it was hell for me, pretty much. Like, it was I was super uncomfortable the whole time. But yeah, and I don't know why.
You should be happy that your pain gained some happiness for us.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why racing Habbe got me so nervous. You know, because like I don't care who wins. Like, this is just for fun. Like, I just want to play my best, and whatever happens, happens. But I don't know. I guess maybe I sort of felt like I had something to prove or something. I don't know. But I was super, like.
I mean, you had a pretty sick streak in the 100% tournament, and maybe you wanted to keep that up with this, especially now that you have gotten even better at the game.
Yeah, like, that definitely.
For example, you knocking Bandao out out of that tournament, that was like one of the craziest upsets.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good.
Yeah. But Yeah, I'm happy I won. I'm kind of sad that Habbe didn't finish. I feel really bad.
Of course, it's more fun when both players play through the entire thing. But I think the thing, like Habbe, he had that rough ending, and you saw like after he missed that bounce on the second lap because he missed the balloon. You saw like he stood still for like 30 seconds, and then he drove a little bit, and then stood still. Like it was almost like he was you know, maybe like what is it called? Like he was trying to decide if he wanted to forfeit already then. But then you guys continued, and you should have seen like he had real struggles in Fossil Canyon. Like on the first lap, he had like a good first lap, but he clipped into the ground and got Obio glitched, and he got stuck in the ground and drove on one wheel. So he lost like 5 seconds on the first lap.
Oh my god!
And that stuff, you know, and like he got like 113, like he got destroyed, and then in Jungle Falls he got green shielded and flew out in the water.
After Hot Top Volcano, or no, going into Hot Top Volcano, I like glanced over and I just see him in the water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
And then he just, you know, he played for like half a lap, and you know, and he like bonked 3 times and was like, nope, and then just stopped streaming, basically. So that's a shame because the first race was so good.
Yeah.
So we hope for another one similar to that, but yeah, we'll see.
Well, the rest of these matches are going to be insane. So
yeah, it's going to be awesome.
There's going to be lots of close races. It's going to be really entertaining.
Tomorrow I'm going to face Tofu. Sunday or Monday is going to be Sweener versus Halul. And
all of those races are going to be really close, so...
Yeah, and also, of course, to be decided, Bandau versus Nordic Boa. Also going to be a sick race. So yeah. Hope you guys in chat and enjoyed what you saw, and that you are going to see those matches. They're going to be really good.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, and congrats on the win, Trident. And I hope it goes well in the semifinals.
Me too.
So yeah, see you guys.
See ya.